Hey everyone, good morning, and this is Footprint Chats here. So today we're going to talk about the Friday Bank Nifty call option that is 44,100 CE, how it was performing with order flow, and what are those possible trades order flow was offering us, right? So if you look at the market, it was pretty much a huge gap down. But if you see the options immediately at 9:15, 10 seconds, there's a bounce of 50 points, right? And whenever you see such kind of bounce, it's highly possible that it will give you another 50 points on the top side, right? So because there's a strong buying from that call, right? But as you know, whenever this kind of situations is pretty dangerous to buy here. But even if you're buying, you can have a tight stop loss and just double the target immediately. It will be executed. You see this 9:15 10 seconds and 9:15 10 immediately. But it is tough to enter at this point, right? Practically in manual trades it's difficult to enter, but in automations you can do that, right? But ideally, if you look, there's a huge gap down. You should look for sell opportunities, right? If you're planning the trade between 9 to 9:20 or 9:18, 17, you should plan the sell because there's a huge sell on the top. So when the option price, right, reaches the high value area, this is the value area. You see this? This is the yellow dot is the value area because there are 300 sellers, 350 with no buyer, right? So this is the high value area. So you see approximately the market went at that point and then started reversing, right? But here is also a reversal, right? But you should not enter sell at this point because there is also a support, buying support here, right? So I mean, there are different ways you can trade the market, right? So one way is by doing a very quick scalping, right? This candle was taking a couple of minutes, so it's 1.1 minute 30 seconds or 10 seconds this candle, right? It's a 25 point candle. So if you start seeing here, right, that this is the value area, and suddenly this the sellers were trapped here around, I think, 8,000, 2,000, that's almost 12, 13,000 contracts were trapped, right? And there were no buyers, but still price able to push it up, right? You see here, right? This is the value area. Why it is exactly happening at this? This is the value area, and sometimes the slippage could happen, and this can occur at this area also. So there is another video I will post on I don't know what are the probable areas to put your limit orders with the stop loss, right? And let's see this, right? See now just tailings that there were huge selling here, right? And the buyers were able to make it, and then gradually they took the market down. But now you see it is exactly the same point. I market again sustained, but it take a bit of time, right? Like from starting 9:30 to almost 12 o'clock, I started getting the momentum. But the nature of the market, if you see this particular line, this green red line, this is the overall value area, that is VWAP area, right? So this VWAP line, the market was pretty close. Every time it was pushing down, it pretty close. So this also shows that the market is trying to bounce back, but it has not yet got that momentum to bounce, right? But you see here, they could not able to make it too far, right? Immediately there was reaction. They started here falling below Viva, immediately reaction happened. They started doing it here, immediately reaction happened. Immediately here they made it, immediately there was a reaction. They again made it, seller made it up to this point, immediately there was a reaction. So this kind of market shows that I'm not interested to go it below the value area, right? And slowly then this was the point where the buyers took up the market, and the strong force they crossed the value area, and again there was a retracement because, as you know, the sellers were quite heavy. But once this with a significant move they crossed, right, these blue lines, these are the bands, Weaver bands. So I will also talk about this. How can you simply trade by looking at the bands? You don't have to look at any other indicators, right? Order flow itself is the real indicator, if you ask me. So now look at this. Like this band, there is a rejection, but it is quite evident that now the buyers has taken the control, right? The buyers in the C side has taken the control, and you should wait for an opportunity somewhere over here. Right? This area and this green line, and maximum if it comes below this line. So this zone is your buying zone. Why? Because these yellow dots are the key points, right? This one, this one, this one. So at any point, if the market is falling up to this, at any of this point, you can just put a market order and limit order. You can plan your positions accordingly. And this is so a good point. There was, if you know the concept of averaging, right? It was pretty what do you call, bad concept according to traders, but averaging and the winning side is, always helpful, right? So if you're taking a trade here and market pushes back, you can again add something. There's a series of imbalances you can see here, right? Almost 20k contracts, I think, right? And there are very few buyers, huge sellers, but still market is pumping up, means there are huge limit buyers over here, right? So, and see, gradually it took the market up. So, and after this point, because there was some transactions happened at this area, this is the real range breakout started here, right? So when there is, this was the top and the market is breaking, it will just blast, right? And it just blasted it up to, I think this is almost 50 points, then 100 points, and it has gone to the top, right? So there is one mistake what most of the traders do, right? It's not about psychology, it's about the setup, what I believe. Because if you do not have the right setup, right, this kind of range breakouts are difficult. So if you're trading range breakouts, you should always put a range chart, not any other charts like time based and things like that. It'll be pretty tough to understand, if there is a clear breakout or not. You'll be confused multiple times, either whether I have to give a stop loss or I have to wait for the profit, right? So that's why, we will talk about that. Like, there are some basic mistakes what in the Indian traders from basically from the Indian market they used to do. They don't have the right setup, right software to trade. That's the first mistake. And time-based setups are really lagging. I can also make a video if you want, right? So, and this is what the call side candle story. Now, if you see the imbalances, right, over a period of time, you see it's all red going on, right? So it's difficult to enter, but if you are a risky trader, want to scalp 5 to 10 points, still you can do, because this one candle, if there is an imbalance, you see in the bottom area, right, like this was a huge selling candle, but suddenly you saw 21,000 got trapped here, so immediately you can scalp, but you should have the right tools. Just in one click you should enter and just capture 10-15 points and out of the market. So in this one candle also you can scalp, but this is risky, but as well as you'll have quick profits, you don't have to wait, right? So but you have to take a sniper entry. Like you can see there's huge sellers, no seller, that means you selling. Suddenly you see there is a buying, sudden buying, right? 21,000, no 21,000 selling, no buyers, and the market is going up. So this kind of entries are dangerous but profitable, if you can able to do that, and you have to quickly make decisions, right? Just enter 10 points, you see a good profit, good huge quantity, you can enter 5-10 points profit, out. So yeah, so there are pretty different ways to earn the market, provided you have that confidence, you have the right tools to do that. This kind of apps, when you are going on locking the app, selecting the strike price, you cannot able to trade that, because you'll miss this opportunity, right? Same way again, market coming, it's crossing a band, this is crossing a band, there are chances you'll get a 10-20 points opportunity. Same thing happened here, 30k something contract got trapped again, 5-10 points or 20 points, you're out, right? From here it's kind of trend following. If you're a scalper, it really doesn't matter if it's a downtrend or uptrend, you just have to look for 10-20 points and you're out of the market, right? But if you are a trend follower, then your journey starts from here. It's not here because it has not given any candle on the top side, so it has not broken any of these ranges. So it's making a range, right? And it was breaking the range, so you just have to wait for the retest. It came back, couldn't able to break this, there was buying happened. So this was your point, you should enter here. And if you are not willing to give your profits, because by this time you'll be profitable by this time, and if you are wait, you have to again give 25 point. 25 point is used for a scalper. So I recommend, when you're following the trend, you should look for these bands, and just square up the positions. Something getting crossed here, next band is your target most of the time. or any volume, any high volume area, this area, this one, probably this one is your target, this number. You should put a target and square off your position at this point, because the more you will wait, there are chances that you'll have rejections, and this rejection may take 25 points, which is, you don't want to do that, right? And again, you are already in a trend, so you can again look for another entry opportunity, right? Like I said, when there is a trend starting, it will not move directly, it will give you multiple entering opportunities, right? This was one entry opportunity, this was another entry, just any red candle, and there is a pullback, people are starting buying, sellers are trapped here, you'll enter. Same way, there is pullback from the top, it's going down here, 10, 20, 30k, almost 30k got trapped here, you can enter. So market will provide you lots of opportunities like this. You just have to wait, 10, 20 points, 30 points, and nothing, you'll just get it on the fly. You just have to wait and watch, but provided you have the right setup and right charts in front of you, right? So I think the video is getting longer. If you want to hear back more on order flow, just subscribe to my channel and give a like and thumbs up. And if you want, right, if you want me to start this live streaming on this and give the live mentoring to traders, then also put a comment on that, and I need at least 50 to 100 subscribers to do the live streaming. So, and one more good news video I would like to bring for the new traders. Just wait for that, right? There's something free I want to plan for you guys, because you're paying a lot of money here and there. So I just I don't want to reveal it right now, but I will upload a video on that. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thank you.